Freedom 35, 5, 5, 5.
Dude, start the podcast.
Wow.
Welcome, everybody. Freedom 35ers, Cardano NFT podcast, episode 93, technically episode 94 for all the OGs out there. My name is Tommy. I go by TOWMY.
My name is TJ. I'll go by Lazy T.
And I'm the other Tom. I go by Lavish Bear.
And tonight, did you spell your name twice, or is it Tom?
Tom. We're celebrating some twos tonight.
Actually been TT.
It's TOWMY. Tommy.
Tommy.
Oh man, are we gonna have a little goofy one tonight? Or are we just I feel like the podcast now have gotten so much more lax.
I love it, honestly. It's way more podcasty, less updatey.
A podcast that acts like a podcast.
Because I'll say our live streams kind of pivoted more to the update versus just a kind of free flowing. We have a little more structure now than we first started.
Dude, we're doing two
Like
videos a week right now in the bear market. You know, like what do we, we can only talk to you guys about the same news that pops up every week. Only so much, Back in the day, we had 3-hour episodes. These days, we're cranking out an hour and a half live stream.
I can't even imagine doing a 3-hour stream right now, like a recording. I can't even.
I mean, we could. It'd be very easy. You just have to read through an entire whitelist like we would do sometimes, and then just be like, all right, there was like an hour. It's good stuff.
But not only that, though, too, they only saw the 2 to 3 hours that we recorded because we would mess up the beginning at least for 35, 40 minutes back in the day.
Sometimes, for sure.
35?
Or the fact that we would just hang on before we would actually start recording, just talking for 90 minutes.
I feel like we wasted some good bits on the early going days out there.
Oh, yeah.
Before we were also start recording, for sure.
I just feel like the early days, we were even just looking back a second ago, which we'll jump into that. Because we are approaching our 2-year anniversary. It technically will be on this Sunday, October 15th, 2 years inside of space making YouTube. The channel's been live. And man, I will say that we were so kind of timid when we first got going. It was so I don't know, at least for me, when I went back and listened back, it's so hard to listen to because you're just so monotone. There's nothing there's no excitement behind your voice. There's no passion behind it yet. And you're kind of scared to let your personality loose, I feel a little bit. So now looking at us, you go to the live stream recaps this time, an episode like last week versus how we first started, man, even a year ago, it's kind of funny to see.
Even us, how we critique projects now, or what our opinions are on them, we definitely are opening up a little bit more and being a little more critical and honest about how we feel about certain projects now too.
Man, fuck them no. You couldn't imagine saying that back then, right?
No.
Well, at first, I think we kind of approached it we weren't too comfortable being on camera, I think a little bit. And then also, I don't think we really thought many people wanted to listen to us. Not that we we're not getting 1 million viewers or 10,000 viewers or anything like that, but still, even just getting hundreds of views every week, we never really thought that. We were we'll probably do this for 2 weeks and 9 people will watch it. And then we'll just be yeah, that was kind of cool. Remember when we did that twice? That would have been it.
Carry on living out my life.
Yeah.
I like how professional we all treat it, though, as far as taking time off or just updating each other. I'm gonna be a little late tonight or whatever the case may be. we take this actually pretty serious, honestly, as far as showing up every week, getting our time slots in that we need to get taken care of for this. And I'm impressed by that.
What was the live episodes up to now? 60 or 72?
We're at 74.
74. So that plus almost at 100 episodes of this. There's only been very few instances, maybe once or twice, that it's been hey, where's Tom?
Yeah.
TJ or Tommy, one time you fell asleep till 11 o'clock. TJ,
oh my God, we did.
Yeah. Are we off tonight? That'd be kind of cool.
First off, the first part of that was I was thinking a lot plus crap. I don't know why the way you said that reminded me of that. I don't know if TJ caught the reference on that.
I did.
But the other part was I was just laying down before this because I am feeling a little bit sick. That sick energy late night the other night kept me up. Don't know if I lost my beauty sleep, but
your booty sleep.
Did I say boo?
You said booty.
Go back to the tape there, Gordon. R.I.P. to Gordon. But no, I was laying in bed. I'm do you remember that time I fell asleep on him and just almost didn't wake up? I remember that where the internet went out when I first got home tonight too. My internet was out. And I literally just stopped the accident moment. I'm dude, 2-year episode, we making it or not? but there's always, like you said, we always find a way. It's always been out every single week. We've been able to release something. I think the only time we've ever like missed something was just due to us wanting to either take a break, or just like we had something going on that we just couldn't do. Yeah,
2 people traveling. We never had a solo show. Never, just wouldn't feel the same. It wouldn't feel right.
The structure would definitely be weird and different if one of us attempted it. Like I think we are all fully capable of doing it. I just think it would just be different because we don't have anyone to bounce off of. So you really have to feed off a chat.
If I did it, I mean, live stream, maybe if there's a good chat going, but if it was just like this, like the recorded version, it would be over so fast for me because I'd keep waiting to play off you or to talk or bring one of you two in the conversation. And so it would just be like, oh, that's right. Just me right now. All right.
Oh, this is supermarket.
We'll going. I'm not sure. I'm losing it. Yeah, I couldn't see that at all.
This is supermarket CNFTs. Here we go. All right, first one we got here. Mallard order. Perfect. Okay, that was
tight. Nice, dude. Sick. No, I think when I did the weirdest thing I did when I did the Makasi like pack opening that day, I didn't have the camera on because I just couldn't do it. And I remember like just talking into it and I'm like, I'm just making a recording video right now. This is so weird. I don't like this at all. Like I'm so glad the camera's not on me because I don't even know what I would have been doing. But I've been staring at it. What I've just been looking at my screen the whole time. It's a different dynamic. Like you said, you can play off each other so much easier.
It's the format's just way different. It's not like streamers or Twitch streamers that are playing games, right? Or video games. You can play a game the whole time and not have to talk really.
And if you got like a news segment or something, you can be like, hey, here's a news update. Here's what we're talking about. Here's like the protocol. But here it's just like, what are we doing, guys? We're just, that's why most podcasts obviously are audio format. We went the bold route, went more on the video side of things. But I feel like it's helped us like break out a little bit too. And carve like our own little niche inside this space of not just being like the news updates and like market updates and project updates. We've kind of just like been more the entertaining route, and more just kind of have fun, which has been fun.
Sharon, and we're just 3 dudes in the space too, pretty much. So that's pretty much who we share it with. That's why I like or enjoy getting to scroll through our Twitter or Discord at the end of the day, and even just going through the channels we have where people share the NFTs they bought, flipped. It's just fun to see everyone's kind of experience, especially with the successes are always great, especially to see. And then that's pretty much what we were doing. We were just sharing it amongst ourselves, and it was like, we could have more people to do this with.
100%. I think
because when did we open the Discord? How long's it been now?
It was February of 22.
Because it's weird to think before that, though. You know what I mean? Before it was just the 3 of us, and then kind of like some Twitter comments and some YouTube comments. There wasn't as much kind of communication back and forth. Remember that?
We had like a personal Discord with our friends, but we never really did.
But even then, that was just us, though, pretty much. Yeah. Tommy just like, hey, go buy this, and not a whole lot of other talking going on.
NFA.
He had to fill out that like schedule Discord thing he bought, whatever it was, for all the new projects. Tommy set up a whole schedule.
Dude, I put in more work then than I do now. Like,
he really did for that Discord. There was legit.
I was trying to be the block group before the block group was the thing yet. I was posting that kind of stuff.
I'm sure a lot of people, that's how they started. It's those kind of little small groups. And I know some of them did involve groups that exist still today. But yeah, that was just that's really we brought in some other people that it was just kind of like, hey, this is something that you were doing, and just like, if you guys want to get involved, let's do it. If not, whatever. And there was quite a few people that were just never like talked or never said anything or acknowledged it. I mean, that was when me and TJ kind of ran with it. And we're like, this is awesome. All right. Tell me about this again.
Well, because our other friends are like, I don't care what the project is, just where do I send my money? Because I want to make money. Like, I don't care what
I'm saying that,
at all. What I'm saying? Like, just where do I send my money so I get money back?
How do I do this? What do I do with this thing? Can you do this for me so I can just make money?
That's literally the other friends we were doing.
100%.
In fact, early on, wasn't there a point, Tommy, where you're just like, what if I just like manage this? Like, people don't want to do this, and I know some people I could just get like a couple thousand from or something, and I'll like flip shit for them because they don't want to spend the time doing it.
I told Tommy to do that seriously, like a year and a half or so ago.
I remember talking to somebody I knew, and they were like seriously considering putting up like a good substantial amount of money to like, here, you manage this, and you just take like 10-15% of it. And I just thought about it. I'm like, damn, bro, like, I just don't, that's a lot of pressure to kind of put on the books right there.
I've never done that before, for sure. That'd be like a whole other level.
It's like, yo, bro,
it's not your own then too at that point. Like, you're fine. Like, you take different risks.
The new ones,
you take different risks that you can possibly, and end up winning on with your own money that you may not take with someone else's. Like,
I can imagine
that's a hard call to make. Just being like, hey man, we tried our best, but
Didn't
Hey,
work
you
out.
got like 58 left.
yeah, like
Hey,
that 15K you gave me, it's you want to see
Okay.
the
you
pictures?
got, do you like music videos? Do you like good vibes?
Pictures.
I have a whole
uh,
bunch of crash dummies that we can look through if you'd like later, but I
I
don't
actually
have any of
like
your
those
money
one.
anymore.
Those
Oh, I love
NFTs.
the
there's,
crash dummies. So I'm
The
um,
picking
very
on them.
important
They're
dummies
just,
are
yeah,
great.
they're still
yeah.
doing, like, they're not, the project itself isn't like, as far as like what they're doing, but they like turned into some sort of like information group. I don't know what it was. I saw something recently.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
no, I like their art. They were fun. They were cool.
yeah, there's plenty of those things out
Almost
there,
stood
man.
out.
But yeah, dude, I think moving in, I guess the beginning of the week, kind of following true to our little live format. We did do a live stream on Monday, as usual over here. And the theme of it was kind of just, some of the top projects and things that news that is really going on right now, which has been the Derp Birds, their Outposts, the Jelly Chunks, Mallet Orders, Raiders Guild. We talked a little old money, and some snack, which I still got the can sitting next to me right now.
Nick.
Snack. Dude, but yeah, looks like my video doesn't want to load over here. Experiencing interruptions, find out why. Hopefully I'm not rugging for you guys.
Oh gosh, dude. I don't want your internet to go out now.
Oh, I thought I rugged
We
and
could
you were
see
just
you
like, oh
fine.
gosh.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could see you fine, but yeah, this video's not working, but it's all right.
All right. Oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
Just, you just had to hit the reload, dude. You gotta refresh some stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, take the cartridge out, blowing it real fast.
Yeah, it's super easy over there. One of the things we kind of looked about, it was the jelly chunks over here on our live stream, and I'm excited to talk to Jason on Monday, because we're going to get a chance to actually actually have all the questions that chat was hammering us with, or we were trying to figure out along the way. They were just like, no guys, you need this X amount of jelly tokens to get in, and they're gonna with peg to whatever. We were just like, I don't know, man, like we should just save this question for Monday.
For stuff like that, I want to be explained to, like, or taught like I'm 5 years old.
Like you're 5 years old.
Yeah, just explain to me in those little terms.
Oh, I'm explaining why the fuck is my computer
Some of
not
these
loading?
things, like I found, I feel like that's, there's not a 5-year-old explanation always, or if there is, if there's one that you can kind of like, all right, I understand that concept. It doesn't get like into what it actually is. It's just so like, it's too vague or too broad. Some of this shit gets crazy.
If you
What
would have
they're
told me,
doing
hey,
is kind of, they still have some things that it sounds like their own to figure out, like certain amounts and levels of
yeah,
numbers. So it'll be interesting to get to talk to them a little more about that for sure.
yeah. Well, apparently they're doing like a little drip feed of like different utilities for each different day over there. So I'm sure we'll learn a little bit more in between that time. He's been doing some spaces. He did Blake's show tonight, and he did ask him that question about how much jelly you're going to need to hold. Is it equivalent to a jelly cube? Will you get access to the Discord? And basically, they said right now the jelly is the way to get in. Although they're looking at a barrier, like threshold of number of jelly to hold. Maybe it will be the 10,000 to get access to the actual alpha group itself. So
that makes sense.
So we'll see what ends up happening with that, and I'm sure we'll get a little bit more answers. And if not, we're going to talk to him on Monday. So make sure to tune into that. But shout out to Jelly Cubes. We did take a look at Raiders Guild a few different times. And then the other one over here, which, obviously we've talked about this quite a bit over here. Big mint happening today, Friday the 13th, if you're listening to the podcast on release. It is a spooky day over here. You've got Outposts from Derp Birds minting. And man, I don't know. I listened to a space. He was actually, Dave was over on Block's channel today, and he was kind of, just going through and talking a little bit more about it as it gets closer to release. And I've seen a lot of I don't know if you guys have seen that on Twitter a little bit, but there's a little bit of hate, like kind of like comment, or maybe not hate, but like, you get the FUD going out there on Twitter. And what I mean, in regards to like the price, like why do you need that much stuff? Like that's a stupid investment. You're never going to earn back that ADA. You're basically wasting it. And I've seen obviously the counter argument to that too, of like, hey, it's not just they're buying miners and you're going to hopefully get an ROI on your stuff. Like you can actually gamify this in a way that earns you not only dirt, but you can earn mining rewards. You can have upgrades to your whole like ecosystem, and plus you own the actual utility NFT itself. I don't know. It's a way to participate in their ecosystem and have some fun. So, what are your guys' kind of thoughts? You've been seeing any of that stuff over on the timeline, and are you still looking into this mint today?
I haven't seen that what you're talking about, but if people are fudding, making comments like, "Oh, what do you guys need that for?" This, that, they explain everything. Number one, what they're using it for. And number two, you don't have to mint it. It's just don't participate in the mint. Don't mint the outpost. You know what I'm saying? Like, just why do you have to FUD and make stupid comments like that? Yes, I'll be minting. Yes, I'm going to go for 2.
There you go, dude. Easy.
I mean, as
labor.
far as the like, if people are saying, you know, it's not worth the amount of ADA, and they're not going to get that return, like we talked about that, it's a high number. I think they've kind of expressed that they're not looking necessarily to sell out right away. They're, you know, if it goes a little longer, like an old money mint or something, that would be fine. They want people that want to invest
Yep.
because they think that this is going to be successful. And like I was saying, at least in our live stream on Monday, that what we've seen from them and how he's been able to like utilize all, like even the random NFT drops he's done, you know, I do have faith in their team and him, and what they have
Absolutely.
planned. And I think, you know, that if it's successful with the numbers they're putting up as far as buying those miners and then the investments to, you know, get them going, that you could see that return. I mean, hopefully getting just that back is slow numbers with, you know, what we're hoping this becomes. And also just looking again at the floor, like Goofy Gophers, even just getting to that would be almost double their floor, right? Or double their mint price. So you're
Exactly.
not, you know, wouldn't be losing money. That's why I'm feeling safe going in at least. You know, right now in this market, who knows? It, especially supply is 8,000, and it's a decent little chunk right there at that number. So I can't imagine it going. I know they've said people are like ready to drop 10,000, 20,000 ADA, but you know, I'm sure some people will, but you know, maybe some people are saying that like a little excited, and then it comes down to the day and you're like, 20,000 ADA, maybe I'll put like 4,000 into this.
Yeah. I think the like I said, buying into a proven team, I think you can at least feel safe in that aspect. They've been here for 2 years.
Absolutely.
They continue to innovate, and they're building arguably one of the strongest brands out here in Cardano at the moment. And it's got the attention of so many different people right now. I mean, this has got 60,000 impressions just on this tweet alone right here. And it's just inside
One of the
Cardano.
strongest communities, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, not,
like,
you know, not that it's a full competition, just one that you consistently see show up, one that you consistently see. It's something we've said since, you know, talking about our early episodes or being here a year since the beginning. When we used to originally not be as on board with them. And at one point, I just didn't even care what they were doing because it was just their art, and I thought it was goofy. It was a little too derpy for me. At that time, even when you'd see a thread like, hey, I'm coming into Cardano, what should I buy? All those like bait threads, they would show up. You'd see like 15 derpers in there and then like 5 other people for random projects.
Yeah. Well, even today on Block, when Block had them onto the channel, they had over 100 viewers on YouTube.
I believe
it's been a
They show up.
Yeah, mixed with obviously Jelly Cube's community too. But yeah, so if you're looking to mint this happens at 3 p.m. Eastern today, 7 p.m. UTC. Cost is 495 ADA. Supply is 8,000. So roughly about $1 million US dollars they're looking to raise, and 800,000 or 80% of that is going towards buying and purchasing miners. And then 50% of the mining revenue is going back to holders in the form of, you know, the different distributions or whatever type of, you know, outpost you end up getting. One thing though, that as they continue to, like, there's obviously so many different layers as we looked at on Monday of like how the customization can work, how you can fortify them, how you have to spend Derp token over there. And I don't know if you guys saw recently, but the actual Derp token itself, this is trending right now because they injected some liquidity. Dave said that they actually ended up I guess they got incorporated in Panama, from what I understand now. The Derp, their actual company now, the Derp brand. So now they're able to deal with like the liquidity pool. So if you saw, there was a huge jump yesterday in the price of the Derp token.
You mean Panama City, Florida, right?
Yeah,
so I'm assuming you meant, right?
I don't know. But I think I bought like 100 ADAs worth of Derp back in the day because I was upgrading one of my preds. Now it's worth 200 ADA, like a little nice little double. Should have made a play on that before all this. But that's interesting because now they'll be able to do liquidity injections too, as the miners and stuff, as the plan kind of shows, they'll be able to get buy back into that or just deposit some of the funds raised from mining for that, which is it's interesting because it's going to cost you. Yeah, I think you looked at the fee. I think somebody said it was like 700 or something along those lines, 750, something like that, maybe a little less, a little more. Derp to actually fully upgrade a structure or one of the mining outposts on your thing, mining towers, and so that makes that stuff more valuable in that sense. Kind of reminds me of like Society, how you can upgrade the frames in a way. So that makes it more scarce. So this stuff, you know, it just got another little boost of utility. Like there was never a liquidity pool. It was always done through the community. So now that they have access to it, and they've given a use case where people actually want to do that, because if you do upgrade your mining thing, I think it boosts it by 5% each time. I think you can get up to like 20% boosted on a mining thing as part of your outpost if you fully upgrade it. So spending derp actually helps increase the mining rewards too, which is interesting.
So they partner with a company in Panama, or they're
No. Like they've like incorporated their company down there.
Oh, okay, I got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
smart.
so it's just free from
What's
all
going on
the
in Panama? Was there, we got like, do I need to open an account
Cyprus,
there?
Panama,
Yeah, I know
all
Panama.
these
I think I'm
Switzerland.
pretty sure that's like where Johnny Depp went in Blow to open up his bank account. Him and the other is Carlos Leader, whatever his partner's
I don't
name
know.
is in that.
What is their Derp's partying down there?
So I'm assuming that they're crypto friendly in Panama.
It sounds like it. It sounds like they're just banking and taxes.
Sounds like it. You got that big old little green candle right there that says something.
Smart move. I love it.
It is nice. But the one thing to add on to this, like we were just talking about, is like they always surprise us. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see this. They dropped this right before we got going here, but it says winter is coming to Derpatonia. It's always chilly and chill Arctica drifts. As soon as your outpost hits the blockchain, you'll be able to visit it in the new app. And dude, I gotta say, this actually kind of blew me away that they actually will have this ready on day one. When you it is animated. I did not expect that at all. That you're actually going to be able to like jump right into it, and it'll show you kind of where you're at, and eventually these structures will get upgraded. Like you said, the artwork will change as you upgrade them. It kind of feels like your own little like web.
And depending on the NFT there too, right? Like they have different ones for the Prez, different ones. Yeah, depending on what it is. The Derplings. I like the Derpling ones.
Yeah, this is obviously, it looks like a Pred facility right here, and it's in the chill Arctica place, so it's got the snow theme to it, where others have different themes. So none of these are going to like look exactly the same depending on where they're at, or maybe they'll look the same, but just in a sense of just all of them are different places. I forget what they got, like 8 locations, 7, 8 locations, something like that. So, but yeah, dude, I mean, this is just one more step, right? Like they could have easily just been like, hey, you got these things and you can go on our thing, and here you got 2 out of 4 or 1 out of 21 upgrades, and that could just been like a quick little thing. And instead, they've actually got the whole artwork for your outpost here. They've got an animated background. It's kind of themed to like almost like an interactive like web page right here, which is super cool. And you can kind of get a little preview up in the top corner there where you got the Derp token, and then DP, which I'm assuming maybe instead of XP, maybe that's your Derp points, something along those lines. So that's super interesting because it goes one more I was waiting for the joke to come through.
I don't know what you're talking about. What joke?
I'm not gonna say that joke because you even said it with such emphasis and made me want to laugh.
Something about Derp.
Some dank pudding.
Dank pudding.
No, I mean, at this point though, I'd expect nothing else. You know, he's trying to make this is real. You know what I mean? They're making a serious thing here. So I think that, you know, having the background move like that and the extra detail, as far as, and especially getting this to work like off the bat, that just makes like that much better of an announcement. Like, hey, by the way, you ready for this? It's also gonna be ready day one. Like that just, you know, feels like when you're watching like those, you know, an Apple conference or something, and they say, all right, yeah, by the way, you can buy the iPhone tomorrow. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised once those things sell out, they go on like a little Ape Society run, as far as like price wise. Because they have so much.
The Outposts or the actual NFTs?
The NFTs, yeah.
I guess the higher power score, it's going to be tough because a lot of people, I think, until this sells out, at least the Outpost, because a lot of people are going to ding pudding.
Double points?
Why would it be double points though?
Double pudding.
Mountain Dew weekend?
Double XP?
Some game fuel? All over that, bro.
Dude, the Halo, the orange one?
Not the Halo one. That was that. Which Call of Duty was that? Black Ops 2?
The Pursuit of Diamond. It was Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2. Yeah.
I thought we were talking game fuel though. The orange one, that was the
we did drink it. They had XP, double XP for those Call of Duty ones too.
Stop. TJ's trying to lure me into the Drake references.
I did. You were gonna do it.
We talking to you? It's just sad. How come me? I hate that you gotta finish that over there, but yeah, man, that's actually really cool to see, is that you got day one deliverables on top of everything else that they've got going on. So big shout out to Derps. Definitely will be minting that. I don't know exactly how many yet, so we'll see how it goes, but definitely plan to do it.
What are you leaning towards now? What'd you say on 10 on Friday?
I said 5 to 10.
5 to 10. Yeah, but what do you lean? Are you still at 5 to 10, 2 to 3,
I mean,
10 to 15 now?
I don't know. It just depends, man. If my my milk token over here, I don't know if you guys saw a quick little DeFi break over here, a little pivot. My milk token, stop, dude.
I had some milk too.
Milk just took a nice little upturn over here. But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of different things going on in DeFi, but yeah, I took a little bit of some profits, made like 800 ADA over the last few days on this stuff. So maybe you'll use that to upgrade, you know, another extra 1 or 2 of these things. So we'll see.
Okay.
I kind of want to tap tools recently. I don't know why. I use this stuff so much now. I really do need to get back into like the DeFi side of things. I feel like as like an NFT, you know, the stuff we've done with NFTs over these years, it's been great, and we've obviously been able to make some good plays and good flips and spend a fair share amount of ADA that I probably shouldn't have. But I feel like this has been something that we talked about it a few months ago when we first like got into DeFi a little bit more. But I feel like this is kind of where like my priority is shifting now, outside of just like buying up NFT projects, except for maybe something like a Derp mint where it's an established project. But I kind of looking to reinvest into some new protocols over here, or some existing ones.
It was for a moment for me too, going the DeFi route. I just kind of disconnected mentally from both for a few weeks there. Honestly, I just wasn't really interested in DeFi at the time. Wasn't really interested in too many NFTs or new projects coming out in general. And you know, now I'm kind of slowly starting to pique my interest with everything again.
Well, the thing is, when it's not attractive, is usually the best time to take a look at it, because when everybody's pumping it, you know, that's usually when there's been like a new top and everybody's just buying the shit out of it. So the people who are here early sell the hell out of it.
And that's when I get into it when everyone else is buying.
Yeah,
I buy at the top.
I was like, yo, I got 10,000 ADA for my levy loans. All right, what am I buying? And everybody's like, you idiot. You bought in and we sold, and it was worth half of what you got. But I did get out, you know, relatively smooth from where I was at before. But now, yeah, like I said, I bought milk a little bit ago. I'm looking at some maybe Lenfi. I've seen IAG, Hunt.
I just bought some milk at the store today, actually.
Did you?
I have some milk in my fridge, but I don't have any cereal, so I'm probably gonna use the rest of it.
What kind of milk?
You must be a hungry cow.
Damn.
But remember Tom said something about the hungry cow, and someone in the comments is like, the cows make the milk. Are you guys stupid?
Oh yeah, they were like, no, I said if the cow was eating cereal with milk in it, then you know, it'd be like a human, like an adult
that's
human
right.
drinking their own milk, you know. And then they were like, cows drink milk. Like, yeah, baby cows maybe. Like baby humans.
What about they're eating cereal though, dude?
I don't think like you're not gonna say like a full grown bull walk over and just like, you know, start drinking some
just with a fork
from a cow.
You eat cereal with a fork?
Titty milk.
Why'd you say a fork?
Because he's got a fork.
I know. Oh, okay, I got you now.
Yeah.
And I put my sunshades on, you know, my little sunglasses. My sunshades. Oh man, where are we going with this? We gotta back out. Bail.
I do remember that though, TJ. Yeah, that was a good one. We've had a few. We've had a few.
That was a good one.
Comments that were pretty reactionary. Just like freaking out.
Pump your bags more, guys.
Not even those. I mean, that's always going to happen. Whatever, you know.
People
don't always know the context, but those are always funny. It always tickles me when it's like, I don't have one of these, but thanks. Yeah, I wish. It'd be cool if I was. And usually the best thing about that is usually like it's always a sentiment of all these guys do is talk about their projects so they can pump their own bags. And then to finish that, it's talk about the shit that I have and pump my bags.
Exactly.
Really? You're not talking about this
and
project?
It's like, I can't knock it. Like, all right. But again, also, I don't own any of these, so we're not even pumping our bags.
Yeah.
You know, the best part about it?
We've talked BB so much that they're like not pumping at all.
No.
Is that Pumpkinhead?
You're a Pumpkinhead.
That sounds pretty good right now.
Not drinking this, but it's from the other night.
You literally said you feel like you're getting sick, so why are you drinking right now?
That's great for you. Alcohol kills
it's gonna make me nice and sleepy.
What's in like hand sanitizer, TJ?
I don't drink hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I'm saying it kills the germs.
Your skin does. Your skin drinks it.
It kills like good and bad bacteria.
Yeah, this is like hand sanitizer that you can drink.
But that's only like 6%. That's only 6% alcohol though. That's not gonna not.
Actually, this one sucks. It's only 4.5% right there.
Exactly. That's not even a lot.
So,
RIP to that hand sanitizer.
70 to 80.
No, that's not even close.
100%. Look at that.
No, means you can get trashed on hand sanitizer.
Okay, do not drink hand sanitizer. Anyone out there, do not drink that.
That's gonna be a new TikTok.
I'm just saying, as a fact, you can, but yeah, don't drink it. Probably
don't die.
Probably.
Oh man,
maybe there's an edible one. I bet someone makes some herbal vegan hand sanitizer that's okay to eat, like drink, just cupcake batter or something.
I don't know. Maybe.
What? Come get this
100%.
cake batter. What are we talking about, dude?
I don't know. What were we talking about?
Well, we are we talked about it a little early on. We are coming up into our second year here, man. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a little look back. I think we all thought it would be. Maybe we didn't. I don't know.
I thought it'd be fun if we went to dinner, but we're not doing that for a celebration.
Oh, we do need to do that. Let's set that up. Good.
You got to
call,
come up
TJ.
here though, TJ.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Where we mean? We got to go somewhere. We got to
Send the kids out to Legoland, and we'll go do a steak dinner night.
I'm down.
There you go. Easy as peasy over there. We did this a year ago, which now you're like really Inception. You're watching us last year, watching us the year before.
Oh, I get it. This is a reaction to reaction to.
Oh yeah, first
let's watch it. Okay,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't do the celebration background.
We suck. You can tell where our heads at these days. Like, should have just put a little bear behind us.
That, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we themed it up. I remember like we like did, or I think it was Eddie Z that one like chopped up all of our like intros for like the last year.
That's right. That was awesome. That's right.
Yeah, that was really dope of him. But yeah, they did that, and we were kind of like just looking back at like our first episode and where that got us, and now you look at us like a year ago, it's kind of like we hit like that little, we were so new, and then we were like super into it because things were going pretty well, and now here we are, we're just like, fuck, dude, like it's just
so this is like 2 years in progress. Which one of us has gotten fat?
We're the juniors in high school right now.
Oh yeah, which one?
Actually, I feel like I've lost weight.
I think
like
Tom was skinnier.
In season 1 there. Look at
season
that.
1, Tom.
I'm looking puffy. He's eating too much mashed potatoes.
I'm looking very bright. Why did you guys tell me my light was so bright?
I feel like I might.
And which
I was looking a little skinnier, I feel like.
Which version, TJ? The original or the year 1?
Year 2. Year 1, year 2.
The bottom right one.
TJ's
year 1, yeah.
TJ,
yeah, I told you all the time you were bright. Remember
TJ,
that?
Is Tom doing the editing there? Did your forehead grow from the first year to the second one?
I had a hat on.
Yeah, it's just the lighting looks goofy.
Same shirt though.
Classic right there.
Yeah.
Same,
but different.
And then you're in a different room now too, TJ. You're not even in that room anymore. You made the whole move. Big transition.
Well, same room as last year.
Look at that. Damn, Tom, you even went with the gold graphic change right there. We were really theming it up last year.
That's the first time we did the gold.
But we had the little streamers and stuff too.
Well, yeah, because I did so we did it like the gold because it was like year 1. That's the only reason. And then we're like, yo, this looks pretty good. It's like, let's just stick with this.
Yeah,
stick with the gold. The
gold looks way better. I like the red still, and sometimes the classic red looks good. I think it especially matches in well with the background. I don't remember having the circle backgrounds. Maybe it's just because we did the gold. I don't remember that.
I think
we did that for a 30. We did that for a 35th episode that we brought back for this one.
Okay, that makes sense. Damn, I'm forgetting all our traditions. What the fuck?
Dude, I don't know what we were doing, but yeah, this was literally a year ago. And the only other thing we were talking about outside of CNFT Con, like recap, was Ape Society's like staking and frames at that time had just gotten out, which feels like forever ago.
They never give us any love, the Ape Society. We talk about them quite a bit. We never get any love from the Ape Society.
Yeah, why can't you just send me a free king?
I don't want a free king. I just want some love.
I want a free king.
Dude, you get some love. You know what the
I agree. I'd like to be able to connect with them a little more. It'd be a lot of fun. Even though I don't actually have one. Tommy might.
No, I'm in and out. I will say this. I met Laura over there from the Ape Society at NFTLV. She bumped into us when we were having a conversation with I forget who it was.
Bumped in?
Like, yeah, no, like literally just walked in, like, hey, what are you guys doing? And we're just like, hey, what's up? Like, or she was talking to somebody too. She's like, sorry to interrupt your conversation. And hi, by the way. And I'm like, and she's like, she knew of us, which was good. But no, she was super nice. So I told her, we got to get you guys involved. Or she's like, I'd love to come on and do something. So I think we just gotta make that little, hey, by the way, nice to meet you. Let's set this up. And then if we can get something worked out.
And yeah, can I get a king, please?
And we
king me?
King.
Look at that episode 54 is that one where I was looking 2 different directions. One eye's cross-eyed, one eye's straight.
Which one? 54? See which one? Oh, that is that one. Honestly, that's the Keyboard Warriors one right there.
I think we tested to see people actually look at our thumbnails.
I don't think anyone said anything at all in the comments or anything. No, it was like, why is he looking 2 directions? I mean, I think in 98% of the thumbnails, I'm like not looking at.
Tom's always just like he's like this. He's just like.
I just stopped taking a new photo. Why am I so stretched on 48? Tom, thank you.
48.
I'm not that wide.
The art of perspective, dude.
It's not that
Maybe
one.
back then you were. I didn't stretch you out.
No, how about 45? He's got you there too.
Why? Oh man.
Maybe you were. You just didn't notice. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
48.
All right, real talk. So we ended up from year one to into year two over here. We had some notable like things happen inside that next year. We had I guess I feel like we had a lot more guests on. We were very like guest oriented the first year, like towards the end, and then maybe even like we kind of started strong. We had Keyboard Warriors right in there, Raccoon Syndicate.
Live streams.
We did, yeah.
Started getting on the live streams, I think.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I liked having guests on, but I started to not like having them on because we made it too interviewee with them. I didn't like that part of it. I loved our guests. I didn't like having them on because we like would just question them a lot. And I was like, this is not as enjoyable as I thought it'd be.
Well, the podcast you want to flow more like the podcast route.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we were doing though in the podcast. We were like
like live streams that work well for because it's
live streams fine.
See, the conversation flows a little bit better when we are able to set it up a little bit more like this, especially because we kind of get a little silly, we get a little goofy. So I mean, that's not always like it's easier to do with people you're familiar with. So if someone new, I always feel like it's a little like it's harder to get them get them involved sometimes just because like I know what that's like being with a group of people that are all like joking amongst themselves and you're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
I'm just joining up, man. I definitely felt that in the first year when we had some people on. And we went ahead. Notable difference from year 1 to 2 is we changed the thumbnail setup out there from the episodes. Maybe we'll switch it up for year 3. Who knows? We'll come up with a crazy idea, like move it in the other corner or something.
Get wild. We'll get real nuts.
No
number.
Maybe we don't. Symbol. Maybe we just do faces only. Maybe just faces. We don't even put our bodies
just our
in
heads. That'd be cool.
That's what we do for the live stream.
Just randomly.
Just giant pictures of our head. Just outline them in white, and then put like
like those things you used to put on your wall. What were those called?
Fat heads.
Fat heads.
I was gonna call them big heads. I don't know why.
I was gonna call them big heads too.
From Rocco's Modern Life, big heads.
DK mode from Damn,
that episode 70 looked good, TJ. I remember that one. That was so awesome.
Oh yeah, damn! That was when I was in. That's when Hawaiian Tommy came out. Yeah,
that was when.
He did 69 without me, huh? Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, we did 2 episodes without you.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, that was back to back. I was in Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Honeymoon.
Who proved that?
In a live stream in between too.
Who proved that?
We had Blake on one of the live streams also.
You did, yeah. That was true. Was it?
We did. No, we had Her Monsters.
That was Her Monsters. It was Her Monsters.
And then we had
I thought we had someone, we tagged someone in.
These are our podcasts right here before we actually drop. I have to go back to the live stream.
You had Blake in when I was out.
Good there.
There it was. We had there it is.
Don't do it.
Which one was it? It was Her Monsters. Yeah, it was right here. Top Cardano NFTs with Her Monsters, and then you guys did one on your own where I was in Hawaii with.
Okay.
You talked about
that
Goofy
makes more
Ghosts.
sense. Then.
That one was cool because I had the Ape Society demo up and ready to go because I played it over the weekend. The game.
I do remember that. Dude, it's crazy to look back on these over here. I mean, the live streams, obviously, we kind of kicked it off strong. Now that I'm looking back at it, dude, we started right after we had Demosthenes and them. We had Winged Warriors, we had Wolves of Rome, we had Mallet Order, which was a big one for us. I remember doing. Look at that. We rolled 4 guests in a row. No, 5 guests in a row. Who are we? We rolled after that. We rolled Cardano Papillon for the Halloween. I forgot. I wore the T-Rex head. We dressed up for Halloween. I remember doing that. That's what it was funny.
The Cardano.
I wore that. Yeah, I wore like cat ears or something, right?
Yes. Yep. 100%. Over here. Yeah.
All about that,
dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, look at this over here. What are we doing? Yeah.
And
TJ's little minion. Was that your minion thing right there?
Which one?
I need to find that background again. That background. I was like, I took way too much time to build that for no reason. We got to do our Halloween. I think I do. I love our little Freedom 35s. Look at the yellow pumpkins in the back.
The pumpkins and the glow mask, the like purge mask.
I love that. That's an iteration from year 1
this year for sure.
Tom,
yeah, definitely.
You asked me earlier what was my favorite part. Like I really loved all the Halloween backgrounds you made so far the past 2 years.
That one's good.
Those are my favorite ones.
I like the Christmas one quite a bit.
Yeah.
I wish we could like mess around more with like even an animated one. It would take a little bit more computer power because we got to be running like OBS and stuff like that and actually have like videos playing, but that'd always be fun too. Like have snowfall or whatever.
StreamYard now does live does video backgrounds. Just saying.
There you go. Right.
They do. Yeah.
The problem is making it loop.
That's true. Look at that.
We still have our Christmas emblem in the Discord.
We do.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah. That one doesn't loop at all. That one loops for shit.
Might as well keep
snow.
Man, like looking back on these, man, we kind of go back to just all the people we had on. We had mutants on, proxies. I think we had the mandrills on at that time. I remember talking about the World Cup stuff. We had the Goombles. Then you had the actual the live reveal of Demosthenes on YouTube.
I think that duck hat. Yeah. Duck head.
Dude, that was such a funny thing because you were backstage. Didn't you tell me you're like something about like bread or something like
I'm
that?
eating bread right there in the beginning. I was eating bread the whole time. I couldn't stop eating. It was so good. I love bread.
And we just like snuck. Yeah, he came in like rocking the duck mask and stuff. Yeah, he just jumped on right there. Oh, I think that's when he was taking it off. But yeah, that was so funny. I remember like setting that up with him. God, I can't get my YouTube to scale thumbnails right here.
I'm eating bread in the entire intro.
It definitely. Why are you look at that leather jacket you're rocking too?
That's not leather.
It looks like it. Looks like you're part of. You're from Greece.
No, not at all.
Greece Tom right there.
That's a
E-bird.
That's actually an amazing duck mask.
That's an Adidas.
That is
jacket.
a great duck mask.
Why do you have that? And that rune sticker too? Rocking on the
I love that rune sticker. We've said that since
yeah.
Every time now.
He had a nice fresh cut that day and stuff. Look at him, man.
No high top fade though.
No high top fade. Never had that, man. We had.
It's crazy. It just seemed like some of the projects we were really hyped on or excited on, and even that they may still be around, but just just looking back, ones that we thought were going to do better than they did. Yeah, Space Otters is one.
RIP to Space Otters.
I just remember we were really excited about Alley Cats, and they were coming around.
That one I would say Space Otters is kind of the most. I don't know why I use the word disappointing.
The chilled Kongs ones on
upsetting one. Chilled Kong ones, yeah.
Well, as far as guests, I think the worst as far as guests go, like Chris was such a nice dude. Like I mean, he was such a good guy. He kind of just got screwed over too, like by the founder over in that project. But yeah, I think that was one of the toughest ones to do. And
that's a good word. Yeah.
But Goofy Gophers we had on in there during that stream, which was really cool to get a chance to talk to Ryan. We were doing double guests at that point right there. Like, what were we doing?
Back guests. That's right. I forgot we had a couple nights like that where people were just like, "Hey, we already have someone on. So what about next week?" And I was like, "I can't." So. How long did that Goombles Monopoly one take you, Tommy?
Dude, that one was probably one of my hardest thumbnails to do. It probably took me a solid like 3-4 hours to do that thing.
That one you actually you're still learning a lot too. Then what number was that? That was really 40. So
that was 40.
That was a fuck ton.
That was probably one of my most satisfying ones that came out of it, just because there was so much like little details.
Well, even just seeing that where that's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah. Oh, Cardopoly. Yeah, they're now a bank.
Yeah, bank. And,
honestly, some of my favorite thumbnails that I've ever made, like personally, I gotta ask you the same question too, Tom. It's been the Danketsu ones. The cleanness of the logos and like the actual like the way it looks over there, like using the AI stuff.
That's what I said. That number 70. Go back to our other ones. 70.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't gotta go back, I guess. But yeah, that one that was like the black and white comics.
I love that one.
It was just their comic panels behind me and TJ.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know. The ones that get to be really goofy on or stupid. I know there's a couple where like there's one where I'm wearing most of the time, like see the hat one. There's the Mulga Kongs.
Oh yeah.
Where's
the one? You did the one with old money. I remember that. Right there. Yeah, that was one of my favorite thumbnails.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I usually put it on myself because it looks pretty stupid. So I'd feel bad just like if I'm just like, if we kept coming out with thumbnails and TJ's like, dude, can you please stop putting fucking stupid hats on me? Like,
you can put a hat on.
Like, this looks dumb. Well, I'm sure like one or two would be all right. I really like 76. That was a fun one.
76, the DJAF right there. Yeah, you just became a different person.
Where's the one with the I had the clay hat on, the cat hat?
That was this number 79 right there.
Oh, okay. I can't see it. My camera's blocking that one.
Oh, okay.
I do like the Mulga Kongs hat though, but those ones are fun. The Back to the Future one there was that.
The JPG one, that was a cool one. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was just like curveball. Tom, I forgot we did an episode, an actual podcast episode without TJ. That was 4 months ago. What's going on there, man?
Oh, I had that emergency then. That's when my son flipped over the back of the couch and hit his head.
I forgot about that.
Right.
Yeah,
there's some curveballs going on.
Wild night.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. It's always fun being like creative and kind of seeing like the evolution of like all the stuff we've like. When you go back and look at our channel right now, we're at 225 videos out right now, which is actually wild to think about.
What's even crazy is when you start looking at the combined time of people that view. That's where it really gets like
Oh, it
deep
gets
into it. Yeah.
I
it
used to
gets
do that,
crazy.
and wow, 100,000 views, boys. Let's go.
Like, well, 2
105,000
years,
boys.
not bad. We're not
Yeah.
blowing it away, it's not Jake Paul over here, but I'm enjoying
Cool.
it. That's the bigger
Uh,
thing, is that we get to keep doing this. Because to be honest, I mean, TJ, you might be somewhere in there too. This has also kept me engaged, like with
yeah.
this side of community. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
things are slow as they are now with mints and things like that, would I even be checking Twitter enough to see when like something like this Derp Birds development happens? Like, you know what I mean? I could easily have seen myself taking, hey, I just didn't look at Twitter for like 2 weeks because nothing's been really going on, and I wasn't going to buy anything, and I'm not making money. Then it's like, oh shit, I missed the Derp mint, things like that. And
Yep.
then
Yeah.
that 2 weeks becomes 2 months, and then all of a sudden it's like, remember when I used to do Cardano? I haven't looked at that shit in a year.
Yeah.
Where this has really kind of helped keep me in it in a lot of ways. A
I
lot of these
agree.
which I like a lot
Even
too.
checking Twitter in general, I wouldn't be checking out at all, really. I never used it
No.
before this.
Another one I forgot that we totally looked at was when we did the CNFT Live 2023. I think we are gonna really just do those once a year at this point. We always talked about, oh yeah, we'll do another one of those sooner than later.
Getting
But
everyone together is tough for sure.
yeah, I honestly forgot we did
Coordinating.
that, to be honest with you.
That one
Ah,
went a lot better, from my memory.
It wasn't
I
4 or
think
5
that was a
hours.
little bit more toasty, that episode too. I
Mm,
think that drinks were served. There's a few refreshments.
yeah.
Um,
I think the first one I went and drank so much at the end because it was just kept going way longer than I thought it was. I'm like, fuck, I need like something to just hang on to. I was getting a
first
little
one
more
was very
spicy at the
long.
end.
How long
Yeah.
was that? 4 hours?
This first one was like literally had to been
3 hours?
4, almost close to like 4 hours.
Yeah, I think a
Yeah.
little. Yeah, over 3.
I had
Yeah.
to get
What?
up during and do like standing exercise, just get my blood flowing
I
again.
did that a few times. I take like a little
Dude,
walk around break, bathroom break kind of thing
yeah.
for sure.
I forgot too. 5 months ago, we had a 1 year on the live stream too. So we've done like, there's been so many little milestones that have happened throughout this year. On the live streams obviously are where we get a lot of like, just kind of like let loose a little bit, have fun, talk to founders, kind of be a little bit more like, I don't know, just more, like you said, more structured to the degree, but also kind of just have some fun with it. Whereas like the podcast, we definitely shifted, I think, overall momentum, which I feel like has been a good shift to be able to get away from that. So we're not talking about the same things. And hopefully like this is where you like kind of build like that, I don't know, rapport with like your community a little bit more, where they get to know us outside of just like, hey, here, we're talking about this NFT project this week.
Exactly. No, I think, we don't really, the podcast become a little more prepared for. It's not necessarily like the live stream. We'll take live looks at things, or things we never
Yeah.
looked at, or things we haven't looked at in a while. And, or just hearing some news about and kind of taking a peek at. Sometimes even, maybe catches our attention a little more in a deeper peek. Whereas on these recorded ones, we get
Deeper
to
peak.
get to
I thought so
share
funny.
share our opinions a little bit more about projects and updates that have happened. Definitely do the follow-ups from what we've been discussing, or the mints that have happened, and kind of the plays we've made that have worked. But it's something that we do sometimes, and especially I know TJ, you get on usually the first one early on to type in like ideas and topics and start scrolling through for updates. So we, like you said, kind of a little professional, Tommy. We kind of do like almost treat it like, I guess, work. It's not work, you know what I mean? But you take it as
But we
serious.
we take it serious
But
enough.
we're enjoying doing it. I think we
Yeah.
wouldn't
Well,
do it otherwise. If this was a pain in the ass, I would get out of this so much more. I'd just be like, sorry, I'm sick. I can't.
My
we're
My
not
first
doing
cat,
shot.
it.
my cat knocked the camera over.
Yeah.
Everything's broken.
I
If this was
mean,
annoying, I don't, I would imagine I could just see myself
I
being
went
like,
fly to
I'm playing video games right
Vegas.
now. Sorry.
Yeah, like you wouldn't
Exactly.
do all this extra stuff over
Yeah.
there. It's like you said, you enjoy it, man. And I know we haven't really talked about this, and I've always been afraid to put the post out because we keep hovering around it. But dude, even this year, we broke over past 5,000 followers over on Twitter or X right now, which I know we never really officially celebrated that milestone, but that's just like something really cool to kind of see. We're over like, I think 2,600 something subs over on YouTube. So continuing to keep growing right now inside this rough market. And like you said, it's just been fun for us to be able to get a chance to do like spend this time together each week, and like you said, have just like something to kind of shoot the shit and like a new community to do it with.
I just feel like too, like we have a great format and videos that are already out, but just imagine if we could just be in person together a lot more with the videos or different bits or skits that we would come up with. So I know we even talked about it, doing something like over Zoom, but it just wouldn't come out as well if we were all in person, these bits or skits that we have ideas for or had ideas for certain
We just had
situations.
a time, man. Like I said, outside of just recording, like this is the time we have right now. So I mean, we could do it, and I just think that I don't know, maybe in a better world, like when we get to Freedom 35, maybe if we just I don't know, we'll see what happens in the future.
Hurry up, Tommy. You're about to
Keep
be there.
on, keep it on.
You
over
gotta
there.
Freedom 35 it, and then get like a warehouse, like
yes,
I don't know who
Mr.
those guys
Beast.
on the those guys on YouTube that throw frisbees.
Mr. Beast has a big
Mr.
in
Dude
North Carolina.
Perfect.
Dude, perfect. Yeah, we'll get like a giant
Fancy
warehouse,
Factory.
and then we'll
Yeah.
exactly. That'd be man.
That'd be
I mean,
really sick.
We got a warehouse
actually.
at work. I could just go throw some shit in there, see what happens. We
See
get
the
kicked
sticks.
Is there a skate park in there though?
Not yet.
And I was
Maybe we
never
can put
like
one in
great
there.
at skating, but you know, it'd be fucking awesome to just be like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't have to
even-
work anymore, so I'm just gonna like learn
Play
how to
ping pong.
skateboard now and be really good at like ping pong, yeah, or something like that. Really
Ping
good
pong.
at shooting half court shots.
Ping pong in the office. I love that.
Dude, we did. I used to have ping pong in the office where we were at before. I got really, really good at it. So if anybody's trying to challenge me, come play your boy. I got a
Bro, I was
nasty
at
little
BB.
spin paddle.
Really ridiculous.
We'd be like
Ridiculously-
working, and my boss
ridiculously good.
would just constantly want to play us to where we would have to be like, dude, I'm like, I
In the
have
middle
things.
of-
I'm like, yeah, like I have
Yeah.
like customers calling me right now. I got things I have to do. Like I can't just play ping pong with you all day.
I
long.
got shit
And
to
he was
do
just chilling.
today.
He had nothing else to do.
That's kind of what happened to me, dude. There's like, oh, you got to play, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then we'd be there like an hour. I'm like sweating and shit, and come back. I'm like, all right, dude, what are we doing again?
7 missed calls.
Yeah, it's like,
3
hey,
pissed off messages.
hey, you know what, guys? But we got a nasty little series going, so that's all that matters. No, man, it's I don't know, man. It's been I don't know what year 3 has in store over here for us. All I can say is that hopefully a year from now we can look back and do a 4th reaction video to all
That's
these.
gonna be very
absolutely.
funny, actually.
Absolutely.
We need to skip that one after that point. This is a reaction of the reaction of last year's reaction.
The reaction video.
And we still do have some ideas. I think we have some things that we should, you know, reconsider or possibly, you know, bring back out. Some other plans. Definitely, I don't know, maybe try and rework some of the sketches and stuff to make you know, this next year keep it. I want to keep keeping things fresh, you know, original, because it's definitely easy for us if we get bored with this, or if we get into a rut, then it's just like, I don't want to do this tonight. But you know, if we keep things fun for us, that's why I think some of our episodes have been a little goofy lately, you know, a little bit extra silly pilled, just because we're like kind of like we're looking for a little more entertainment. Luckily, like lately, you know, the derps and things like that, I've definitely brought it to. I mean, anytime I get to re-engage kind of with their Discord is fantastic. So things like that really keeps it going.
It going back to, it definitely helps having 3 of us, because there's been a few weeks the past couple months where like one of us like, I don't know if I want to do this tonight, but the 2 out of the 3 just rally each other and we get us all in here to do it, because like you said, it's just been a tougher time. So next year hopefully the bull's starting to happen, and with some and the more fun stuff going on in the space as far as people making money and just different NFT projects, all the plans all these projects have coming to fruition more and more.
Absolutely, 100%. Because I mean, you know, especially when we first started, we were usually minty all the projects we got to talk about. So especially now, and there's just those weeks where it's like, yeah, there's some cool updates and things like that. And as like, you know, where we're at, we want to make sure that we're giving other people, you know, taking a look at things that we're interested in also as well, but also talking about some things that aren't always relevant to our bags. You know, we do that quite a bit. And when you're not talking about things that you own all the time, though, sometimes you're just like, I don't care as much. Like,
yeah,
I don't have one of these. That's cool. They're doing that. Great. I hope it works out for you. But like, there's a reason why I have the ones that I have, and I believe in them. And that's, you know, why I'm interested in them as well. I'm like talking about them.
Bro, if you don't mint their project, your bags aren't going to go up, you know, and then they can't pump their bags, and then they hate us. But honestly, that's one of my favorite things, is that we don't give a shit about everything that comes out. I think we've done a good job, I feel, as far as like filtering out stuff that maybe everybody's talking about. Maybe we don't talk about it. There's definitely ones we've missed before. And then there's others where I'm really glad we didn't talk about those.
Yep.
You know, and I think at the end of the day, we'll always kind of hold true to that. Like, we're talking about the stuff that we're interested in, we care about, or that catches our eye. And that's just how it is.
There's been some ones I mean, there's definitely ones we missed on for sure, that we were excited about that didn't work out, or slow rugs later, or whatever you want to call them as well. But yeah, I think there's been a few now where they like, it's like, hey, they messaged us. Do you want to like have them on?
And it's like,
I mean, I know they're minting in 2 days, but not.
It's okay.
Really.
And you know, we were pretty transparent and honest about like our big oofs of like, oh, we sold way too early, or we flipped that, or we held it on way too long. We openly admit all of our mistakes.
BBs.
Look,
I sold a jelly cube under 500 ADA, so let's not talk about that one.
Yeah, that's rough. But I mean, I don't even hold jelly cube anymore. I sold mine for like 33,000 ADA. So what you gonna do?
That's still really good.
33,000.
What are you
3,000? Well, now it was a 3-pointer. What are you gonna do? Those are like 15,000 ADA right now. Yeah. But hey, you live, you learn, and we keep on keeping on.
We live by banana.
Live by banana.
Nice cigar and dig it. Home is where you make it.
Tommy wants to figure out what the quote is.
Home is where you make it. That's cool, man. Oh, I can't say that on YouTube, but if you guys could fill in the quote, if you guys could comment that quote down in the comments, don't do that.
No, don't do that either.
Don't do that. If anybody's listening to this point over here, shout out to our F35 mods. We did that this year. Shout out to One, shout out to Shiny, shout out to Resin over there, and all the
so active in the server, making the space enjoyable and fun to check back in with.
Even not just the mods though, too. Other people that are active in chat. You know, we got Curly Knox in there. You know, a couple other Easy Peasy, Eddie Z. Yep. Grimmy was pretty active in there making the memes.
Ryan's always been there.
Ryan, Q, everybody. I mean, everybody. There's
Shiny.
So many people.
Yeah, shout out to our community for sure.
Everybody, if we missed you, man, shout out to you. Because we appreciate it. I don't even, like you said,
it's just there's too many. That's the problem. We can't even.
It's hard to say
off top of our head. Yeah, no.
The fact that
Annihilator. I know he's been there a lot.
Definitely.
I think I was an OG over there as well.
He is.
I think I cannot pronounce.
That was kind of wild reading the OG and OG2 list the other day. Just seeing, who was the originals, which again was something we just thought, like, I think that was started where it's like there's only gonna be 35 of these, and it's like, dude, there's gonna be like 60 people on the server.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be that big.
There's still 1,300 of them in there.
And yeah, I mean, it hasn't grown. It's definitely slowed down as we got in this bear market to where it's almost just like a little like drip now. But just even the fact that we hit 1,000, I never thought we'd have. When we had our original Discord server and it had like us three, two kind of friends, and then like two kids that just didn't give a fuck, compared to having like 1,000 people on a Discord server is kind of wild.
Yeah, that's actually, when you think about it, it's actually way more wild than I
thought. Or
do
you ever think you'd have an emoji or a sticker of yourself, Tommy?
Bro, I see that sticker in other Discords all the time. Like, I've popped in the Yummies chat. I popped the bobbin, dude, the head. Dude. I see that one all the time over in like Yummies chat. I've seen it over in Derp's chat. I've seen it in just random shit. Sometimes I'll see somebody post that, and it's just funny to me.
TJ,
what's that?
We haven't figured out one for you yet.
Yeah, we need to stay. No, he's got the We Live Baby.
I got the We Live Baby one.
We do have the We Live one.
Yeah, and Tom's got the new like little spin
one.
Yeah, that one's, there's some good stuff over there. I just love it. I love when we get a chance to do live streams and like stuff comes out of those where you can actually like just like, that's why I think it's been my favorite part about doing the show is that you get like your own little online personality that people develop with you, and like some people are like love you, some people are just like joking around, others like they like other people for different reasons, and I think that's been the most fun part about this. We each got our own little like niche inside the show.
Why don't you do some research prior to getting online, guys? Come on.
I was gonna say that's definitely a thing.
Lucky me, man. It's live TV.
It's interesting to think about, if we're having I think we usually hit like 350 to 500 views a week, kind of across like doubled because it's both shows. But technically there'd be, I guess, like if we had a vote of everyone that's watched, like someone that they like the most, and it's like one of us they technically hate the most. Could just be like every time it's like, fucking Tom, dude, this kid needs to shut up. Oh my god. So someone's it's got to be one of us. It may not be by much, you know what I mean? It could just be a small slight
factor. Do a poll. Who's your favorite 35er? We're gonna tell everybody to boost them down in the comments. All right, I'll pay you guys $1 for every vote. Not really. I want to do that.
You'll give a beat boy for every vote.
Oh,
you can first 45 voters. You hate the most, but you have to include in there. But he is the most handsome. I hate Tom so much, but I mean, he's just so damn sexy.
Prison Tom down there. That's been another good little meme that's come out of the year too.
Surprised to know I should make an emoji or something for that.
Definitely do Prison Tom.
Where's Jack and Potato these days?
Squash sweater still around.
Squash sweater, yeah.
It's been a lot of that
got
stuff.
Him. I missed that quote. There's so many dumb things that have popped up.
Like that. Yeah, no, it's been enjoyable.
Well, boys. I think it
another
might be
one
that
down.
time to wrap it
Hit the old dusty road.
on the
Front
back
end.
end.